any drawing, no strategies, no nothing like that. What I really wanted to do to do today, excuse me, is honestly just be kind of super straight up with you about what it takes to succeed online as a coach. And why I want to have this chat with you is because number one, I want to see the coaches who are here coming from the heart, people who are here to change lives and to shift the mindsets of their people in a massive direction. I want to help you to succeed. I want to see you succeed. But there's a lot of really fluffy kind of butterflies in the field, or as Chael Sonnen, if you watch UFC or kind of MMA stuff, would say, kayaks in the moonlight marketing, where it just makes it look super easy and frankly makes it look like anyone can do it and like anything is possible. And while I think those two things are true for anyone with the right mindset, getting to 5, 10, 20K a month for most, frankly, is extremely difficult. And for very few is it the case. It's only for the exceptions that it is the case that it's easy. And anytime you're hearing one of those case studies, marketing materials where it's easy, they usually had a 10-year journey up to that point, and they already had offers and a background and experience and the right mentors, the right systems, and a lot of failures. So my goal with this here today is not to discourage you. In fact, it's to be real with you, but it's to do the opposite. It's to really support the people who are here for the long haul. Because the truth is kind of threefold the way I look at it. For 99.9% of you, for probably everybody watching this right now, whether it's in my group, on my website, or on YouTube, or something like that, it's going to take you longer than you think. So be mindful of that as you're navigating your online business, or as you're making the commitment to yourself, to your clients, and to your family about this journey that you're either on or about to be on. It's going to take longer than you think. It's going to test you emotionally, it's going to test you mentally, and further, it's also going to test you spiritually. It's going to show you what you're made of, what's possible. It's going to take you to the depths of places in your mind and your heart that you maybe haven't been before. Whether it's putting out fires in a business that's already running, or dealing with creating the habit system it takes to make this happen. And third, it can change the social circles that you're in, which means it could cause you to lose friends. It could cause you to lose the respect you have for people in your family or those closest, or it can cause for them to lose respect for you. It's tough. It's difficult. It's trying. It's testing. It's frustrating. But at the same time, it is completely worth it. There's never been anything more rewarding that I've done. And from what I've seen in my mentors and in my students, both the ones who are successful, the ones who are starting, and the ones who are kind of in the thick of it right now, it's 100% worth it. There are some things that do make it easier. I'm sure you're aware of those things. Having a support system, whether it's the friends and family that are around you, or being in an environment where people are marching on that same destination, the path that you're wanting to be on or going towards, the path you're going down. Having proven strategies and frameworks. Every week we get on here together and we draw things out together, and I show you frameworks and strategies, but that's only one part of it. Having ones that are proven and time tested, that's a whole other part of it. But having those things, it is important. Having a coach that's been there, a mentor, a role model, someone to look up to, someone that you have access to, somebody who can show you the ropes, who can lay out those things, set the right expectations, help you with the right mindsets. All those things are important. But none of that will work. None of that will manifest into what you're wanting without the right internal mindsets, without coming from the right place in your heart, and honestly, without having the right expectations of yourself and what it does take. Because while once you have a system going, yes, it will only take a couple hours a week to work. But if you're really wanting this to work in any amount of time, it takes a different level of commitment. It takes a kind of commitment that most people just aren't capable of. And I wouldn't tell you this if I didn't know this from my own journey and helping hundreds of people over the last 10 years. And having students in my programs right now who are going through these things, dealing with these situations, having to put out personal fires, business fires, having to reset their own expectations, getting their first client, and then also going through the pits of having someone tell them no and being super harsh in the comments on a social media post, or a family member continuing to tell them that it isn't possible. What are they doing? Go back to work. Or going to quit your job and having them tell you those things, that you aren't going to do it, that you're crazy, that you're putting yourself or your family in a compromising position. And so while there's nothing more testing, trying, frustrating than getting an online business, specifically a coaching business, off the ground, there's also nothing more rewarding. And while it will take you more time than what you're expecting, and while it will take 10, 12, 14, 16, 18-hour days at times and at seasons in your business, no matter where you're at, I'm not exempt from this. They're, setting up an online business and putting in that time can also, on the other side, create a life of freedom for you, where you are running your own schedule, where you get to determine the price and amount of time it takes for someone to be able to work with you, where you get to take your laptop and work from anywhere in the world. And even all of that is awesome. That can also be limiting as well. But it's only through your self-imposed limitations and structure and frameworks can you have the sort of freedom, creative freedom, and time freedom to have the life that I know you're going after. And while you'll have to do a lot of inner work, most of you will have to do a lot of inner work, a lot of healing, all right? A lot of thinking and pondering on what's gotten you to this point of wanting to leave the 9-to-5 workforce, of wanting to have a life of freedom, of wanting to see your own possibilities, what you're made of, right? Wanting to see your own chops. In order to succeed, thousands on the low end of people right now are praying that you become and continue on this path to become the person that they need to help them get to where they want to be. Whether you're helping them with a business goal like I do, or maybe you're helping them with a health or a fitness goal, or the love and relationships goal, or anything in between. People right now are praying for you to enter their life, and you might not even be ready right now, but they're praying that you stay on this path to get to that destination, to get to that point in the mountain, to be able to come back down and show them the promised land, to be the person who can usher and guide them on their own journey. And I don't say that lightly. For some of you, for many of you, it's your families, it's your social circles, and it's those potential future clients who are praying that you step up and step into the shoes needed to be the person that it takes to succeed as a coach, and to be their coach and to help them. Those commitments are not easy. And I'm not here to talk you off of that mountain or that hill or anything like that. I'm honestly just doing this to be real with you. It takes a different sort of commitment. For those who do have that level of commitment and know that this lifestyle, this business, and coaching and selling online services and courses that help people transform in ways they never imagined, if that's for you, then what awaits you on the other side of those commitment makes you my kind of people, the only kind of people that I want to surround myself with. You're my kind of guy or gal. If you have that in your heart and you have the tenacity and relentlessness necessary to push through, I'd be honored to help you in some way, whether it's showing you which trainings here that are on my social media or in my groups or on my website are going to help you get to that next level, or if it's helping you kind of take you on that path. And so I'd be honored to help with you on that journey in some way. So whether right now is that time or sometime in the future, if you're looking for help, don't hesitate to either comment if there's a place to do it where you're watching this video, or to just send me a DM on Instagram. My username is at whatupjeremy. It can be found pretty much everywhere on that username. And just DM me the words, I'm ready, or comment right here, I'm ready. And we can have just a super straightforward, candid conversation about what's possible for you, but also, number one, kind of where you're at right now, what's keeping you there and holding you back, and also kind of what sort of life or business awaits you on the other side, and where you want to be in 90 days, a year, 3 and 10 years time. So just comment or DM me that whenever you're ready for that, whether it's now or sometime in the future. For the few of you that this doesn't or didn't discourage, keep going, keep tweaking, keep implementing, and keep pushing forward. While the journey to becoming a successful online coach is simple, it's not necessarily easy.